morning, Prem Singh, Anand Shankar, Akriti. You'll ask other students to come on. You'll ask other students to come on YouTube, class 7. Good morning, Arpita and Ananya. Ask other students to come on YouTube because Team Link was hanging, so I started here. Now, page number 50. Materials that do not allow the heat energy to pass through them easily. Materials that are not allowing heat energy to pass through them easily are called insulators. Plastic, wood, glass, air, water, paper, cloth, rubber. Plastic is insulator, it will not allow heat to pass. Then the same we have cloth, rubber, liquid and gases are poor conductors of heat. What are poor conductors of heat? Reply: liquids and gases are poor conductors of heat. Then those materials that trap air inside their fibers. Why do we wear? Tell me anybody. Why do we wear woolen clothes or in winter? Why do we wear woolen clothes in winter? Give me the answer. Why do we wear woolen clothes in winter? Because woolen clothes traps air. Anybody better answer? No. Woolen clothes have large number of pores. Woolen clothes have large number of pores. These pores trap air. These pores trap water, air, and this air is insulator of heat. Air is insulator of heat. It will not allow your inner heat to escape out. Whatever pores or holes are there in your sweaters, they trap air, and this air is insulator of heat. It will not allow your body's heat to escape out, so you feel hot. Is it clear? Is it clear? Reply all of you. Is it clear? Class 7. Now see applications. What is the meaning of applications? Anybody? Class 7. What is the meaning of application? What is meaning of application? What is the meaning of term application? Class 7. Reply. Applications here means where we are using it or where we are applying it. So where we use these insulators here, we prefer woolen clothes in winter season because wool is an insulator. We are preferring woolen clothes because wool is an insulator. It does not allow your body's heat to escape out. Igloos present in polar regions are made of ice. Igloos here, Eskimos make their houses with the help of ice. Eskimos make their houses with the help of ice, and that house is called igloo. And this ice is an insulator. Ice is an insulator. This igloo keep them warm during winter seasons here. Igloos present in the polar regions are made of ice. because ice is an insulator. You must have seen the handles of pressure cooker made up of black plastic. Handles of pressure cooker, switches of electric board, they are made up of another insulator called bakelite. See, bakelite, a kind of hard plastic, is used to make handles of cooking utensils to protect our hands from the heat while cooking because they are good insulators. These bakelights prevent our hands from burning because they are good insulators. Is it clear? Reply all of you. Is it clear? Then now see convection. As mentioned earlier, water is a poor conductor of heat, so transfer of heat in water by conduction. See, water is good conductor or poor conductor of heat? Reply. Water is good conductor or poor conductor of heat? Reply. Water is good conductor or poor conductor of heat? Water is poor conductor of heat. See. Poor conductor of heat. So heat transfer in water by conduction is not possible because when we heat something, the particles start vibrating with more kinetic energy. This kinetic energy cannot be transferred because water is poor conductor. Then how the heat transfer takes place in water? In liquid and gases, keep in mind, in liquid and gases, the heat transfer takes place by convection. Let us understand through an activity. All of you read the activity. See here, activity 4. Fill a beaker, all of you pay attention. Fill a beaker with water, gently drop few crystals of potassium permanganate into the beaker and let it settle down. Put the beaker over flame for few minutes. See here, you have to fill, all of you listen here, fill a beaker with fill a beaker with water, gently drop a few crystals. Pay attention, everybody. Fill a beaker with water. You have to fill a beaker with water. Gently drop a few crystals of potassium permanganate. Look here, formula of potassium permanganate. Fill a beaker with water, gently drop. This is formula of potassium permanganate. Its color is purple. What is the color? Potassium permanganate formula. Fill a beaker with water. Gently drop a few crystals of potassium permanganate into the beaker. Let it settle down. You have to let this crystal settle down. Then put the beaker over flame. What happens when we heat the beaker? Tell me. What will happen when we heat the water? The kinetic energy in water will increase. When the kinetic energy will increase, the rate of dissolution, the rate of mixing of potassium permanganate will increase. When you heat the beaker, the rate of mixing of potassium permanganate will increase. Put the beaker over a flame for a few minutes. You will see a colored stream of potassium permanganate. Now you will see the colored potassium permanganate. This purple is reaching to the surface and then come down by touching the sides of the means. This you can see here. These crystals, look here. These crystals you have put in the bottom. When you heat, the crystals will go to the surface. Means the molecules are moving from a hotter area to colder area again. From colder area will come to hotter area again. From hotter to colder. This actual movement of molecule is called convection. What it is called? Convection. See here, you will see a colored stream of potassium permanganate reach the surface of the water and then come down by touching the sides of the beaker. After some time, the crystals of potassium permanganate completely dissolve in water. After some time, these crystals of potassium permanganate will completely dissolve in water. Now, explanation. When the beaker is kept on the flame, what is kept on the flame? Beaker is kept on the flame, the water at the bottom gets warm. When you keep the beaker on the flame, the water will become warm and the warm water rises up. When the warm water will rise up, it will take the color also up. When the beaker is kept on the flame, the water at the bottom gets warm. The density of water becomes less because of this expansion. When you heat water, water will expand. And when something expands, its density becomes less, it will rise up. See here, the density of water becomes less because of this expansion. Therefore, water becomes light and goes up to the top. Meanwhile, the hot liquid at the surface will become cool and come down again. The hotter, simple. What is convection? Convection is a mode of heat transfer in which hotter molecules move to the colder molecules, and colder molecules will come to the hotter molecules. All of you read this activity. All of you read activity 4. And tell me any doubt is there, everybody read. Class 7, read activity 4 and tell me any doubt is there. Any doubt is there? Tell me, class 7, any doubt? Now see, in the activity, heat is transferred from the bottom to the top through the movement by water molecule. Keep in mind, in this activity, there is actual movement of water. In this activity, what is there? Actual movement of water is there. Water is actually moving from a hotter place to a colder place. Water is actually moving from hotter place to colder place. Water actually moving from a hotter place to colder place. This actual movement of water from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature. This is convection. This is called convection. Then next you have this method of heat transfer occurs in liquid and gases. Movement of heat transfer occurs. Say here convection can occur only in liquid and gases, conduction will occur only in solid. This method of heat transfer occurs in liquids and gases. It is because in liquid and gases the molecules are less densely packed. Why this movement, convection takes place in liquid and gases? Because, pay attention, this movement of molecules can occur only in liquid and gases because in liquids particles are packed tightly. Particles are packed tightly. See here, convection is clear. Reply class 7. Is convection clear? Reply class 7. Is convection clear? How many students are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody reply. Arpita, you are there in the class. Arpita Jha? No. Your reply is not coming. Now, sea breeze and land breeze. Sea breeze and land breeze that blow near the coastal areas are example of convection current. Sea breeze and land breeze that is blowing near coastal areas are example of which currents? Convection currents. Sea breeze and land breeze that blow near coastal areas. Sea breeze and land breeze that is blowing near which areas? Coastal areas are example of which currents? Means somebody asks you what is convection current. Convection current is the actual movement of molecules of liquid and gases from a region of high temperature to a region of here. During the day, the land gets heated quickly and the air above it gets warm. This warm air expands and moves upwards. Meanwhile, the water takes longer time to heat up. The air above the sea remains respectively relatively cool. This cool air above the sea surface move towards land to fill the space emptied by the warm air. This flow of air from sea towards the land is called sea breeze. What happens during the day? The land gets more heated. Pay attention. During the day, the land gets more heated as compared to the water. So the air over the land will become more hotter, and the hotter air, pay attention, hotter air is lighter. This light air will rise up. When this light air will rise up, the cooler air from sea or water will come to take its place. So this movement of cool air from sea to the land, this is called sea breeze. What it is called? Sea breeze. Read all of you. Sea breeze. Read and tell me the doubt is there. I am asking any doubt is there or clear? Now what will happen during the night time? The land takes, listen here, pay attention, during the night time the land takes, cools faster, the land will cool faster as compared to water. So the air above the water will become hot during night. This warm air, when it rises up, cool air from the land will move towards sea. Cool air from the land will move towards sea. This cool air is called land breeze. This cool air is called which breeze? Reply. This cool air is called which breeze? Reply quickly. This cool air is called which breeze? Reply class 7. The cool air from the land which moves toward the sea. What is this cool air is called? Class 7 reply. Now see, at the night, I am reading it again. At night, the land cools quickly, but the sea takes more time to cool. Night, the land cools quickly, but the sea takes more time to cool and remains soft. So the air over the land is cooler than the air over the sea. The warm air over the sea surface rises up. The cool air over the land surface move toward the sea to fill the space emptied by warm air. This flow of air from the land towards sea is called land breeze. See here, your homework will be do activity 4 in your physics practical. Activity 4, look here. Activity 4 in physics practical. Then activity this sea breeze and land breeze also you will do in physics practical. Did you get the homework? Class 7. Activity 4 as well as sea breeze and land breeze you have to do in your physics practical. Did you get your homework? Reply. Have you understood your homework? So good day everybody. No, YouTube only. Why? Zoom properly the earphone sound I writing on the board is difficulty. That's why I'm not taking on Zoom. Good day everybody.